thinking that, what?
There was a mix-up in the lab. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, no, we have safeguards. You know that.
My mother's eggs were supposed to be used for a research project, but they were delivered to the fertility lab by mistake the same night that Nick and Taylor's donor eggs were due to be fertilized. Both batches were in the lab at the same time, and both batches were labeled Maroney. What if the eggs that were fertilized with Nick's sperm? What if they were my mother's?
Go.
Crackers?
Mm-hmm. They're for pregnant, seasick ladies.
Oh, boy. Lost all credibility, haven't I? Yeah, you'll never take me on the water again.
Oh, no, those are very extenuating circumstances. Very special, extenuating circumstances.
I don't think there's anything special about morning sickness.
Everything about having a child is special, dear.
Well, I'll ask you to remind me that the next time I feel like.
Tossing your cookies?
Yeah. Oh, the hospital called. They found your jacket.
That's where I left it, the hospital.
After the ultrasound, so you might want to go up and get it.
Well, I can't leave you here all sick.
No, I'm fine. We're fine. We're good.
Okay. Well, here. I won't be long. Take care of yourself. Just in case.
I meant what I said. I won't let them convict you without a fight.
Come on, Logan, how can you do that? I'm looking at first-degree homicide.
We'll get your charges reduced.
How? I've got a record against me. You can't just make that go away.
I have a plan.
We don't have enough information. There's no point speculating.
Okay, no speculating, but just panicking or hyperventilating. Is that okay? Is that allowed?
Only one petri dish went into the incubator with Nick's sperm.
I know that, but whose eggs? Which Maroney eggs?
We have to gather more information.
Starting with the eggs that were not used. We need to make sure that those eggs belong to my mother.
Are you sure you want to put Rick through that?
What's my alternative? Let you rot in here until the state moves you to an even more luxurious setting?
It's good to know my comfort is first and foremost.
No, Ridge. It's our son. I really want him to have a father in his life. I wasn't able to give that to Rick. I want things to be different with RJ.
Even if it means doing something that would severely damage his brother?
When I weigh the potential damage to you, being locked up in prison until you're in your 70s.
How do I thank you, sweetie?
You fight right along with me. Believe in your innocence as much as I do.
The computer records for both labs, fertility and research. Right, and I also need to know who was on duty the night of the Maroney fertilization. Which lab technicians?
Did I hear my name?
Nick!
That's what I heard.
We were just doing a procedure, and we wanted the same folks to do the lab work that did yours and Taylor's.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I'll go see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Is everything, okay? There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, you know, I had left my coat here at the hospital. Yeah, so Taylor got a call, and
How is she? How's she doing?
she's good, I guess. Well, not totally, you know, the nausea in the morning.
Oh, morning sickness, yeah.
Exactly. Is there anything you can give her for that? Nothing you can do?
Really, it's perfectly normal. It just means that her hormones are at work.
Well, the funny thing is, she didn't have that with her other kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, every pregnancy's unique that way.
Yeah, I guess so. Plus, we went with a donor. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Stephanie's right, Taylor. What happened with Shane was not first-degree murder. Ridge handled it poorly, but that doesn't mean he deserves to lose everything because of it.
And Nick did.
Look, I'm asking you, please.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a magician.
You're a mother, and you're a psychiatrist, a good one, and that's what we need.
Why do you need a psychiatrist?
There's a chance that we could get Ridge's charges reduced with your help.
What kind of help? What could I possibly do?
Get Rick to remember that he shot Grant.
Well, I'm sure you're busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, give my best to Taylor, will you?
Yeah, I will. Listen, as long as I'm here.
Excuse me, doctor. You wanted to see me?
Oh, no, I'm not right now. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Thanks. Oh, you're right. It is just really hectic.
Yeah, I see that. Listen, I just wanted to thank you.
For what?
Well, for what you've done, your support. Taylor and I are just grateful to you. Thanks.
Brooke, we have already discussed this.
Yes, when the goal was peace between Ridge and Rick, it didn't seem worth the risk. But now the stakes are much higher.
So what are you exactly suggesting?
We can't go straight to the DA. I mean, they're not going to listen to us. We need corroboration. So you need to talk to Rick in a protected setting. Get him to remember.
Oh. And then maybe he would come forward and he would, admit that he shot Grant, right? Why are you so quiet?
You guys, I've got concerns.
Well, I'm sure you do. What are they?
Rick was traumatized. That's why he doesn't even remember the incident. We don't even know what kind of impact it could have on him to try to force him to remember this. He may not even be able to recover emotionally in time for the trial.
I'm sure there are serious emotional scars. Otherwise, he would have remembered the shooting a long time ago. But whatever Rick has to go through, it can't be worse than what Ridge will have to go through if he goes to prison. Ridge was trying to protect Rick because that's the kind of person that he is. But now the truth has to come out.
Brooke, this is your son. Do you realize what you'll be putting him through?
Yes, I do. But I trust you, Taylor, and he trusts you. Please, will you do this?
I can work with him, but I'm not promising anything.
I understand. As long as there's some way we might be able to help Ridge.
I'll call the district attorney's office.
No! Can you imagine Ridge's mother and his 2 ex-wives walking in there with some kind of story?
But it isn't a story, it's the truth. Ridge never shot anyone in his life, and he shouldn't be punished as if he did.
But you're right. We can't go forward. They're not going to listen to us. It has to be Rick.
And it has to be voluntary. Any confession he makes cannot look coerced. Not that he has anything to confess right now. He doesn't even remember shooting Grant. And to tell you the truth, this may have been so traumatic, he may not ever remember it.
Okay, so there were 2 petri dishes in the lab that night. Both marked Maroney.
I do not understand how that could happen. My mother's frozen eggs were never, ever intended for IVF. They were earmarked for the research project that Dr. Kumar's doing. They had no business being in the fertility lab.
When you told us to make sure the Maroney eggs were
You
prepared
made an
for-
assumption, and it was based on what?
Brooke Maroney's your mother. Why else would you be involved?
You don't usually do those kinds of procedures.
There's no excuse for not double-checking, Doctor.
The donor eggs were in the lab as well.
Well, thank God for small miracles.
Why are you so upset? What do you think happened?
Isn't it obvious?
Which eggs were fertilized that night? Do either one of you know?
Well, I just remember thinking how interesting it was that you were using your mother's eggs.
Oh, dear. So you remember handing me B. Maroney's eggs?
Yeah, I believe so.
How certain are you?
Like 99%.
Okay, so you're not absolutely positive. You could have handed me the donor's eggs. How can we check
No,
this?
I'm sorry, we can't. The night in question, it was over a month ago. All of the evidence would have been destroyed by now. I'm sorry.
So you're saying the bottom line?
The bottom line is, We don't know if Nick's sperm was used to fertilize the donor's eggs or Brooke's. We just don't know.
So, we don't know whose baby Taylor is carrying.
Well, it was Nick's sperm.
That's great. And was it the donor's eggs or was it my mother's egg?
The paperwork isn't clear.
There are supposed to be fail-safes every step of the way.
Yeah, you know, the code number for the fertilized eggs was never entered in the system.
I mean, I don't even understand how that's possible.
It may have been my fault.
What do you mean?
My allergies were bad that night. I took some medicine. It made me a little spacey.
So you're saying that you were impaired? And you worked knowing you were impaired?
Doctor.
Putting yourself in a situation where you could wreak havoc on people's lives?
I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Yes. Yes, you did.
This isn't helping.
You're right. The only thing that will help is knowing exactly what happened that night, which eggs were used, and I need answers.
What are you doing here?
I own the company, remember?
Why are you not at home with Taylor?
Because I wanted to stop by here and get some work so I could work at home with Taylor.
Well, I should think so too, after what you've been through. Holed up in that horrible cell.
It wasn't so bad, Mother. Feather bed, steam shower.
Stop joking.
If I don't joke about it, Mother, I really will murder someone.
Could that person possibly be Stephanie Forrester?
Change the subject, please. I'm in too good a mood. You got my memo about the maternity line, right? Now I want you to move on that. I want it out by the holidays, spring at the latest.
Well, by spring, Taylor's not going to be needing maternity wear, is she, darling? You're going to have a brand new baby. So much to look forward to.
Well, I'll remind my bride of that when she's on her knees, praying to the porcelain god. She has morning sickness.
Oh, no, poor thing. Is she miserable? She must be. I know I was.
It's just downhill from there with me, wasn't it?
It's joking again, aren't you? Although a week ago, you know, things were quite different.
Yes, they were.
Stephanie and Ridge were just out to get you, trying to pin a murder on you. And you know, they might have succeeded if it weren't for Brooke. Poor woman. What she was subjected to, I just...
What are you talking about?
Brooke didn't tell you?
No, Stephanie. I haven't called Rick yet. Because Taylor and I are still discussing it. Don't you have a business to run? Fine. I'll call you later.
Boy, Stephanie's still anxious?
Well, she's not in control right now, so it's driving her nuts.
Well, Brooke, I still have to remind you that we can't predict how this could affect Rick. I mean, to remind him what he did, he tried to kill Grant Chambers.
He was a boy then, Taylor. He's a grown man now.
And he's repressed that memory for a long time. That's how deeply he was traumatized.
Are you trying to back out of helping him remember?
No, I told you that I would work with him, and I will.
Well, if you're having second thoughts.
I understand how important this is to Ridge's case, that it come out that he didn't try to kill Grant. I get that.
So you do care about Ridge?
Of course I do. Ridge and I have children together.
And I have a child with him too, Taylor. That's why this is so important to me. If Ridge is convicted, he will go to prison. Ridge did a favor for Rick many, many years ago. Now it's time for Rick to return the favor.
Well, Brooke, I can see you've given this a lot of thought, and I'm sure that it's also occurred to you that Ridge must really appreciate how supportive you're being of him.
What's that supposed to mean? As if I didn't already know.
Okay, let's all stay calm, all right?
So you remember handing me the Petri dish that was labeled Maroney, is that correct?
You asked for the Maroney eggs, yes.
No, I asked for the Maroney donor eggs for the IVF.
I'm sorry, that's not the way I remember it.
The donor eggs that had just been harvested, not frozen eggs that had to be brought down from the storage facility and prepared. Did you spell that out for them?
Well, I will from now on.
No, she didn't, Doctor.
You both made assumptions without verifying exactly what I was asking you to do. But what I really, really don't understand, why were the donor eggs labeled Maroney? Of course there was a mix-up.
It was a potential mix-up.
The donor wanted to remain anonymous. Okay, we couldn't use her name. That's lab procedure.
And it never occurred to you exactly what could happen? That having 2 eggs in there with the same name, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
I do what I'm told, and only when I'm told.
So I was just doing my job? Is that your excuse? Let me explain to you about
hang
this
on.
industry.
Nobody's making excuses here. We're all trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay, you guys can go. Just leave your pagers on, okay?
Why did I get involved in this? Why am I putting myself through this?
Bridget, it's appropriate to be concerned, not panic-stricken. Let me keep digging, okay?
Okay.
Maybe there's some detail that we haven't thought of. And in the meantime, go home and try to get your mind off of this.
Get my mind off of this. Get my mind off. Oh, this is a disaster. A disaster. You don't understand the history between my mother and Taylor. Just the thought that my mother's eggs could have been used to create the embryo that I implanted. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I didn't double check it. How could I let this happen? This is completely my fault.
What are you talking about, Mother?
What Brooke went through, Nikki. I mean, it's deplorable. Stephanie almost strangled her to death.
What?
Yes. And then she lured her up to Big Bear, and when Brooke tried to leave, she took away her cell phone, she took away her car keys, so Brooke couldn't possibly get back to town. She was just determined to hide what Rich had done until after your trial. And of course, in the end, the truth came out, and you were freed. And now Stephanie's precious little boy is going to go to trial.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable what Brooke has been through at the hands of that psychopathic woman.
Yeah. Brooke is very brave. Couldn't have been easy for her, sending a man who she's had so much history with to prison in order to save you.
I just remember thinking how interesting it was that you were using your mother's eggs.
Doctor, I'm sorry.
The paperwork isn't clear.
It may have been my fault.
You're saying that you were impaired, and you worked knowing you were impaired?
You asked for the Maroney eggs.
Of course there was a mix-up!
Doctor, I'm sorry.
You don't usually do those kinds of procedures.
Maroney's your mother.
You both made assumptions.
I'm sorry.
The evidence would have been destroyed by now.
There are supposed to be fail-safes every step of the way.
Doctor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There. Bridget? Bridget, what's wrong? Hey. Hey, look at me.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm walking in a minefield right now.
You weren't just implying that I have some kind of ulterior motive?
Like what?
Well, I help Ridge stay out of prison, so he's eternally grateful for that. So we spend time together, and then we spend the rest of our lives together. I mean, is that the scenario that you were just trying to paint?
Brooke, no, I think you're reading way too much into an innocent remark.
You don't have to play matchmaker for me, Taylor. I'm not going to get in the way of you and Nick.
I don't really know why you keep saying that to me unless you're trying to convince yourself or make me paranoid or something. I don't know if that's some kind of mind game.
No, it's not a mind game.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm just not sure if I'll ever be able to accept that Nick loves you more than he loves me.
It isn't a contest, Brooke.
I know. I'm well aware of that. All the hopes that I had for Nick and me, they went away the minute that you got pregnant. I may love your husband, Taylor, but I would never act on it. I would never break up an innocent child's family. I will never do that again. And neither would you.
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You're fine? But, Bridget.
I'll be fine.
I come home and you're crying. Look at you. You're a mess. Talk to me.
I can't talk about it right now, Rick. Please.
Did something happen at the hospital?
It was just there was a mistake because the lab techs.
What? A mistake?
There was a mistake at the hospital, and I was a part of it.
Was it serious? I mean, did somebody... Was a mistake serious? Did somebody...
No, nobody died.
Okay.
Nobody died.
Well, that's a relief then.
Not to the people whose lives I ruined.
You ruined people's lives. What?
Rick, please.
Bridget, listen to me. You are an amazing doctor, okay? One of the best.
No, you don't understand what's going on. Rick, please, just leave me alone.
All right, look, I'm sorry. Look at you. You're tied up in knots, okay? You're a disaster. You probably haven't had more than 4 hours of sleep in a long time, or you definitely haven't had a decent meal.
I don't need to think about these things. I can't.
I'm gonna go out and get us some food, okay? There's nothing in the house.
I'm not hungry. I don't need anything.
You don't have a choice in the matter. I'm gonna go out and get some takeout. But you gotta promise me that you're gonna stay here, okay? Come on. Please come here. Just sit on the couch. Just promise me you'll just close your eyes and try to get some rest while I'm gone, okay? I'll be right back.
Thanks, Catherine, for staying a little bit longer. Is there anything you need me to pick up on the way home? Okay, I'll see you soon. Hi.
You look different than when I left.
Oh, no, your wife is upstairs retching in the bathroom, I suppose.
I guess the saltines didn't work then. Would it be rude of me to ask?
Taylor and I were just discussing Ridge, his situation.
I see.
Ridge and Stephanie were wrong for what they put you through.
What about what she did to you? I would think you're the one who should file charges.
She barely phases me anymore. That was just her latest go-around. But what's important is that Ridge came home from Paris, turned himself in, and now you're free. You're home, where you should be. That's what matters.
You do know that you certainly didn't have to intervene on my behalf. I would have totally understood if you would have wanted to walk away from this whole mess.
You do know I couldn't do that, don't you?
Well, I owe you one.
No, you don't owe me anything. I just need to keep my distance from you and Taylor. That's what you need from me, to be happy. Which I know you are. I do want that for you, Nick. To be happy. With Taylor. There was a time when you and I were...
Brooke. We were happy. We were very happy.
I thought rest of our lives together. But it didn't really work out that way. And I will regret that forever.
You have so much to give. You're such a beautiful woman with so much love to offer. Any man would consider himself lucky to be yours.
Any man. Except you.
I'm so sorry. I know how much you and Nick wanted to have a child together. You know there are other options.
Just run the tests. See for sure. I need to know if I can give Nick a child.
You're totally okay to have a baby with Nick.
It doesn't really matter. Because Nick doesn't want to have a baby with me.
Okay, well, I got a call from the woman that was your first choice to be the donor, and she became available. All right, Daddy-to-be, it's time for you to do your part now. You have the donor eggs for the Maroney IVF?
It's being brought in.
Well, actually, Bridget's done a number of embryo transfers, if you're comfortable with her taking over.
What's the flashing light?
That's not her beat.
This is the wrong file.
B. Maroney.
Oh, that's my mother's. The day that my mother's eggs were sent to the fertility lab is the same day that Taylor's donor eggs were fertilized. My mother's frozen eggs were never, ever intended for IVF. How can I let this happen? This is completely my fault.
Bridget? Back. Where are you? Bridget, I gave you explicit instructions. Whoa! Bridget! Bridget, can you hear me? Bridget?
I'm still learning to live with what I lost. What I threw away. And I will. In time. I'll learn to live with my mistakes.
Well, that's something we all have to do, isn't it? We all have to live with our mistakes.
Just some hurt more than others, don't you think?
I'll always want what's best for you.
Thank you. Enjoy this time. Savor this moment. Because you're going to finally have the child that you've always wanted. So it doesn't matter what Stephanie threw at me. You're free. You're free to be a father to that boy or girl. And you and Taylor, you are going to have the most beautiful baby. I wish you all the happiness in the world. I really should be going.
Brooke. I want to talk to you about something. It's maybe a bit of a stretch here, but it's actually more of a business proposition.
A business proposition?
Yes. How would you feel about reviving Brooke's bedroom line for Forrester Creations?
What?
The business took a hit while I was gone. We need to generate some sort of positive buzz and fast, and I just can't think of any other way to do it than announcing that Brooke Logan is back at Forrester Creations, reinventing her Brooks bedroom line. Can you?
Oh, okay. Have you talked to your mother?
My mother? No, why?
Because she came to me when you were in jail. She asked me if I wanted to join the company again. I guess there was a lot of chaos going on over there, and she was doing her best to try to keep it all together.
Very smart of her. I guess the million-dollar question is, what was your answer?
You mean what I told your mother? Or the truth?
Bridget? Bridget, come on, wake up. Bridget? 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 Hey, hey. Hey, you okay? I don't know. I just got home with our food and I found you out cold on the floor. Hey, easy, 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 easy. Come on, let me get you over to the couch. You okay? Can you walk? Yeah. All right. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Richard, I gotta get you a doctor.
No, please
But
don't.
you were passed out on the floor. You fainted. There's got to be a damn good reason for that.
There is. Rick, I don't think I can do anything about it.
What are you talking about? Wait, does this have anything to do with what you told me earlier about the mistake that you were involved in at work?
I just wanted to do something good because they were already frozen. And the research project, would have been a really good thing. I mean, I thought it just the text that they didn't, the labels because of the numbers and and then Nick and Taylor, their baby.
Nick and Taylor. Okay, so this is about the in vitro.
The donor wanted to remain anonymous, and so they labeled those eggs Moroni. But there was another petri dish. And that lab tech thought, oh,
What? But he thought what? What's the problem?
the eggs that were fertilized with Nick's sperm,
Yeah? What about them?
they might not have been from the donor. They might have been Mom's.
You told my mother you didn't think it was a good idea, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. But not because I didn't want to help you.
I realize that.
I hope you do.
You're doing it for me and Taylor, respecting our marriage.
But promise me something. Don't let it get around. Brooke Logan thinking of someone else besides herself. I wouldn't want to ruin my reputation that I have about being totally self-absorbed.
You have my word. For the record, I wouldn't ask you to do this if I thought Taylor would have a problem with it.
Have a problem with what?
I was just talking to Brooke about reviving Brooke's bedroom line for Forrester Creations. The business took a bit of a hit while I was locked up, and I thought the best way to get it back onto solid ground was to go with a proven winner.
Which Brooke's bedroom has always been. But of course, if you object...
No. Why would I object? Nick's a brilliant businessman. He knows what he's doing, and if he thinks this is the thing to do, well, then I support him 100%. And we all need lingerie. So, do you think you might be able to start sooner, but it's better than later?
Well, if I decide to do it. I mean, there is a lot to consider.
I'll have a proposal drawn up and messengered over. That way it'll be there if and when you decide.
It works for me. Thank you. Taylor, enjoy this time. I mean, I know this morning sickness really is no fun, but pretty soon you'll be past it. And a child is always a blessing. I'll show myself out.
Good night. was very interesting. So you wouldn't have even asked me if you didn't think I would approve? I don't even know what to say.
Do you remember when Mom came to me and she wanted to see if she would be able to give Nick the baby that Taylor couldn't?
Yeah, she wanted to be sure before she went to him. I assumed it was for a routine blood test.
I wish that was all it is. It's a bit more involved than just that.
How much more involved?
Well, Mom wanted the work, so that involves harvesting some of her eggs, and Mom's eggs are viable.
Meaning she could have had a baby with Nick.
Right, yes, if that's what Nick wanted, but Nick made it very clear to her that he was committed to Taylor. So I suggested that Mom's eggs could be frozen and they could be donated to research. And those eggs should have ended up in Dr. Kumar's research lab, not the fertility lab. And when it came time for the eggs to be fertilized with Nick's sperm, Mom was in the system as B. Maroney, and the donor's eggs were also in the system under Maroney. And that lab tech assumed that since I was working with my mother, that
What? Go on.
he thinks he handed me Mom's eggs. That's what he thinks. He said he thinks he did that.
Those are the eggs that were mixed with Nick's sperm, and they became embryos.
But Taylor's carrying our Mom's baby. Rick, Taylor could be pregnant with our mother's child.
Are you really upset with me?
You don't think I have a right to be upset? We're married. We're supposed to be a team.
Exactly. That's why I would even do this, because we are married, because we are a team, because I have complete confidence in the situation.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing. Teasing. I'm kidding. Okay. No, actually, we had a talk a little bit earlier, she and I, and things are good. It's all good.
You two
and we're not
talked.
best friends, but
You were nice to each other.
yes. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but we got along, and we had a little talk, and she said something to me. She said some things that were really nice, and I really believe that she meant them.
What did she say?
She told me that even if she never stopped loving you, that she would always respect us, and she would never act on it out of integrity. Something about that she wouldn't break up an innocent child's family, specifically our child.
And you believed her?
Yeah, I really do.
I'm glad. Our child. I just don't think I'll ever get tired of hearing that.
That makes 2 of us. No, 3.
Are you calling? Are you calling Taylor? Give me that. Bridget!
No, I'm not
You
taking
can't
this
tell
from
her over the
She deserves
phone.
to know. Taylor, hi.
Bridget, hi. I know why you're calling.
You do?
Yes, the glucose test tomorrow. I didn't forget. I know you wanted to remind me and tell me what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm not supposed to have any food after midnight, and I'm supposed to drink the terrible tasting sugary water and all of that. I've got it on a sticky note on my bathroom mirror.
Yeah. Actually, there's something else that I.
Bridget, are you still here?
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah, I'm here. You know what? It's just getting late, so we can discuss this tomorrow.
Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Well, I'll see you then. All right. Bye.
How am I gonna ever do this? How am I ever going to tell Nick and Taylor that their baby is also our mother's baby?
That's all Bridget wanted, right? Talk about the glucose test.
I don't know. She said she wants to talk to me about something, but it's no big deal. All we need to focus on is. We can focus on that, but I'd like to focus on this baby right now.
That's fine with me.
Thanks, Rick, but I'm not really hungry. I feel like I need a time machine, not a big plate of French toast.
Bridget, I think that you need to start looking at the big picture here. I mean, if there was, in fact, a mix-up in the lab, I mean, Taylor and Nick are not the only ones who are going to be affected by that. Come in, it's open.
Hey.
Hey.
I hope it's not too early.
No, you're right on time.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, how are you, Bridget? I thought you'd be at the hospital.
Actually, I should be.
You work so hard. Don't you ever get a break?
Not lately, not really.
You know what? You obviously need one. I hate to say this, but you're not looking so well, honey.
I'm fine, Mom, I'm fine.
Okay, what is it? What's going on?
Yeah, Bridget, what is going on? Why don't you tell Mom what's up?
I should have apologized the other day. I was just upset.
No. You were too busy being right.
Am I not right to be concerned about my son, who happens to be the father of your children?
Listen, I am doing everything I can to help Rich, all right? Which is a lot more than you did to help Nick.
You know, you should understand this better than anyone. Being a doctor, the idea of complete, total panic.
Don't even go there. Stephanie, this is about you and what you did. You convinced Ridge to not go forward. Weren't you the one who put him on a plane to Paris?
What? Well, how far would you go to protect Thomas and both of your girls?
I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't frame an innocent person for murder.
That's easy to say, Taylor. We never know what we're going to do in the moment. And do I not remember that you were prepared to sacrifice your life in order to bring those little twin girls into this world?
That's exactly my point. My life, not another person's life. You really ought to quit talking because you keep sticking your foot in your mouth.
You're right. There's really nothing more I can say in my own defense. But let me give you a little warning. I understand Brooke wants to go back to work at Forrester Creations. Don't let her do that. If this marriage means as much to you as it seems to, you keep her away from your precious husband.
Are you two fighting?
No.
We're having a difference in opinion, that's all.
About what? Look, I know this may sound trivial, but I really want to know what's going on in your lives. I don't want to be strangers. So why don't you let me stay for breakfast? I'll help you. I'll mix up those eggs.
Oh, I think Bridget already has.
Well, I have some good news. Nick wants to give me my baby back.
What?
Huh?
He wants me to come back and work at Forrester Creations and relaunch Brooke's bedroom.
You mean you want to compete with Forrester Originals?
Would that bother you?
Well, only if you beat us.
Are you crazy, Rick? Mom can't go work for Nick. Mom, Nick is married to Taylor and they're having a baby. You don't want to be a part of that.
I'm not worried about Brooke.
Well, that's because you're assuming that Nick loves you as much as you love him.
That's not an assumption.
It's a view without a proof.
I have proof.
The family you're planning, the ring he gave you, there isn't anything that he's given you that Brooke can't take away from you.
Well, she can't take away my child now,
She
can she?
can take away the father. Why are you being so naive?
No, the only time I was naive was when I trusted you. But I learned a lot from that. I'm not naive anymore.
Do you honestly believe that she has any intention of keeping her relationship with Nick strictly professional? Didn't you learn anything after this Sydney thing? Did she not come barging into your home? Barged right into your bedroom and jumped on him?
Stephanie, I'm going to get sick.
If you think you're ill now, you have no idea the anguish that you're going to suffer if you let that woman back into that corporation and into your marriage.
Stephanie, would you please just stop? Brooke is not a factor in my relationship to Nick. Not one little bit.
Honey, I don't think Taylor's pregnancy is any reason for me to reject Nick's offer.
Yeah, what's the baby got to do with it?
If anything, it's given Taylor more confidence to accept me working with Nick.
Oh, Mother, come on. That's no reason you should take it either.
Well, I'm considering it.
Why? Why would you put yourself in the middle of that?
And why wouldn't I? If Nick's okay with it and Taylor's okay with it.
Whoa. She is?
Yes. I've assured her that she has nothing to worry about with me. She doesn't need to be threatened by me at all.
Fudge.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have to get to the hospital. I have a really important meeting.
No. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to say to Mom before you take off?
Yeah. Mom, I love you.
I love you too, honey. You cannot do this, Bridget.
Taylor has to be warned.
She will be just as soon as we've determined that there is a problem.
Doctors.
Nick!
Hey, you know where Taylor is?
Oh, yeah, she's in my office. I'll be right there. If there is even a possibility that the baby Taylor's carrying could be my mother's, she and Nick have to be told. Hi!
Someone I worked with in Paris. Oh. So this must be a personal visit because you don't work here anymore.
It's about Ridge. Before he confessed to shooting Shane, you two were getting closer.
Well, we planned a few dates.
You were interested in him,
Yeah, I was.
but you're not anymore?
He's in jail. It's kind of hard to have a relationship under the circumstances.
I'm sure when all the facts come in about the case, Ridge will probably just get off on probation. So would that make a difference to you?
Do you want it to?
Shane's killing was an accident, Ashley.
What happened to Nick was not.
Oh no, that was all Stephanie's doing.
I'm confused. I'm so sorry. You're defending Ridge? If you think he's such a great guy, then why did you leave him?
So what's going on, kiddo?
We're just waiting for Bridget.
I just saw her in the exam room next door with Dr. Karen. Something wrong?
I don't know. Why?
It looked a little intense, you know.
Must be about some other patient because it's not me.
Yeah?
I'm about to get a clean bill of health.
So you got your test results back?
No, not yet, but I know how I feel, and I feel really good.
Yes, you do. Not nauseous anymore?
No, I'm happily, healthily pregnant.
Really? Healthily? Is that a word? Healthily?
Yes, I think so. I just invented it. Okay. No, I know what it's like to be pregnant and healthy. I've done it a few times. I would know if something was wrong.
The investigation hasn't turned up any evidence that proves that your mother's eggs were used and not Taylor's anonymous donors.
Well, there isn't any evidence that proves that they weren't.
To bring this issue up with Taylor before we know all the facts would be totally irresponsible. We have to be objective.
Objective? I was married to Nick, and that woman in there is my mentor. She's the reason that I'm a doctor. And there is a damn good chance that the baby she's carrying is my half-sibling, so don't talk to me about being objective. I can't be.
I know it can be a shock, realizing the people you thought you knew are capable of doing something you can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's shocking. Is that how it was for you when Ridge punched your son?
Well, that was different.
You're right. This time, Ridge is accused of first-degree murder.
But he's not going to be convicted, because I am doing everything possible to make sure of that.
I don't understand this family. I really don't.
It is complicated.
Kind of. Yeah, you're his ex-wife, and you're trying to get him off on a murder charge and set him up on a date all on the same day. Or are you maybe fishing? Are you trying to figure out if Ridge and I are really over so you could go after him again?
If you're asking me to give you permission to pursue this, I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm not asking for your permission, Marcia.
Are you saying you can't be a part of this case?
No, I'm telling you that I already am a part of this case, and I'm not going to go in that room and pretend that I'm not.
Nobody is asking you to lie or pretend. I'm simply urging you to be responsible in this.
Telling the truth, that's the most responsible thing I can think of doing right now.
I agree, if we knew what the truth was. But right now, that hasn't been determined.
No, that lab tech told me that he handed me my mother's.
He said he thought he handed you her eggs.
Well, that's how he remembers it.
This is a hospital, Bridget. We can't rely solely on people's memories. They're not reliable enough. That's why surgeons double-check to make sure they're working on the right organ before they operate. That's why our patients wear coded bracelets that match their charts. Protocol has got to be followed. We have got to go through the proper channels on this.
So you're talking about lawyers?
The investigation is ongoing. We will get to the bottom of this, and until we do, you are not to say anything to anyone.
Just level with me. It's hard for me to believe that you're simply here to sing Ridge's praises.
He's going through a difficult time right now. He's a good man. He just needs a friend.
As long as that's all I am as a friend?
Well, that would be up to you.
Oh, come on. Whatever I would share with Ridge, it couldn't possibly compare to what you've already shared with him. And it seems that your relationship with Nick is over. Granted, I don't know you very well, but you seem to be the kind of woman that doesn't go through life without a plan B, maybe?
Well, don't believe everything you hear about Ridge and me.
What about what I hear about you and Nick?
All my hopes of having a future with Nick went out the window the minute that I found out Taylor was pregnant with his baby. Nick would never abandon the mother of his child.
It's taking Bridget so long.
I don't know. She must have gone down to the lab or something.
Can't they just send the stuff up?
No, you know how Bridget is. She likes to do everything herself.
Yeah. Well, we'll just be patient then, right? She's done a great job for us.
Yeah, she has. She should be very proud of herself.
Ah, speak of the devil, there she is.
Hi, Bridget. Is everything okay? What? The test results. Is there a problem?
I don't claim to know anything about your personal relationships, Ashley.
True, and I don't really know anything about your relationship with Nick.
It was incredible. Something that I will share with nobody else.
I'm asking you to marry me.
Yes, there were issues. I can't deny that.
We don't need the money. For God's sake, I'll take care of it.
And I don't want to be taken care of. But I don't remember all the problems. What I remember is the magic, the romance. I had a life that anybody would envy. And I had a man that most women would fantasize about. He was masculine, rugged, but sometimes he was funny and tender. We shared a relationship that transcended anything else in our lives. And even through some of the worst times, there was a thread that always bound us together.
Will you be my wife?
Until now.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you guys have always managed to get back together, right?
Yeah, but not this time. Quite a while back, Nick asked me if I wanted to have a baby. And I said no. I was happy with the way things were. But now that baby has changed my life. When I think about it, the baby that Taylor's carrying is as significant to my life as it is to hers.
Bridget, is something wrong? If something is wrong, you have to tell us.
Is the baby okay?
Yes, the baby's very healthy.
So the pregnancy is progressing along normally?
Yes.
And you and Dr. Karen don't think there's anything to be concerned about?
No, all the tests are negative.
Negative?
Oh, it means it's a positive thing. There aren't any health or developmental issues.
So all my tests have come back good?
Yes.
Well, they should be. You're taking care of yourself. You're eating right, exercising, taking the vitamins.
Yeah, good. And you're gonna need to keep that up, Taylor.
Oh, I was reading about these supplements, and I wanted to ask you if you thought these would be safe for me to use. during the pregnancy.
Supplements, yeah. You know what? I'll give you a list of the ones that I think are best. I know how excited you two are about this baby. It's really nice to see that. It just makes what I have to say so much more difficult. Taylor, your child, the baby that you're carrying is...
What? Bridget, what? What are you trying to say?
Bridget, what's going on here? You said the baby was fine.
Baby's fine. I'm just having a little difficulty getting this out, Nick.
Okay. Well, let's try to get past the difficulty and just say it.
I'm just saying that if the jury understood that you had wanted to come forward all along, and that I was the one that kept you from doing
No,
that.
Mother, I made all my own bad decisions, all right? Your sentence, if you insist on having one, is just to help take care of my kids.
You keep talking as if you're going to go to prison forever. You know, first-degree murder isn't that easy to prove.
That's what I'd call our silver lining, too. I'm Christine Blair.
My mother was just telling me about you.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, I'm not so sure even the best attorney can help me now.
Well, do you suppose we could just have a little positive thinking here? Miss Blair, after all, has an outstanding reputation, and I might add a national reputation.
But your practice isn't here in California.
Well, that's true, but I got my multi-state accreditation working for Newman Enterprises years ago. You must be Brooke. I recognized you right away. Stephanie's told me so much about you.
Ah, yes, she enjoys doing that.
Is now a good time for us to talk alone?
Yes, I'd like the two of them to stay. They know me better than I know myself.
Okay. How did the indictment go?
I pled guilty to obstruction of justice.
Which is as much my doing as his.
Is that something I should hear about?
Not at the moment. What's important is that he pled not guilty to murder in the first degree.
Look, I can be accountable for a lot of things, but not for that.
What I'm concerned about, Miss Blair, is the media says that the district attorney's office is determined to somehow make an example of us, you know, that this family is not above the law.
Whatever public posturing is going on, she wouldn't go for murder one unless she thought it was going to fly. She thinks it will because of your prior conviction.
Even if it's something he didn't do?
The Chambers shooting? I thought you confessed.
Oh, I did.
He did. Because of Brooke.
Are you saying we can make that prior go away?
I made a mistake. It's my place to take responsibility for it.
What mistake?
I should have never taken your case, for one thing. And,
Bridget, if you don't want me as a patient...
No, Taylor. No, it's not that.
Dr. Forrester.
We're a little busy in here.
I'm sorry. I know. This can't wait. Excuse me. You cannot do what you were about to do in there.
A mistake was made.
We don't know that. I am absolutely certain that the correct donor eggs were in the lab that night.
The technician said that he used my mother's
I don't
eggs.
trust
Those are the
technicians.
ones
I
he
trust
handed me.
you.
I can't honestly say I remember which ones we used either.
So why do you want to tell this couple something you're not even sure of yourself? That doesn't strike you as irresponsible? You know, Mr. Maroney is your ex-husband. I suggest you examine your motives for wanting to undermine the happy, healthy pregnancy of the woman he's married to now.
There were no witnesses?
No. Let me explain. Ridge's ex-wife, actually, Dr. Hayes is a psychiatrist, and she's agreed to work with Rick and try and help him to remember the incident, the shooting.
She said that?
She's willing to try.
You know, if we can challenge that prior, Tataro will have a much tougher time proving murder one. But for it to be at all credible, it will have to come from someone who was there.
Well, Taylor's an excellent psychiatrist. He'll remember. He'd better.
We have to think about what this could do to him, too.
Speaking of psychiatrists, was Shane McGrath seeing one?
I would doubt it. I don't think he could afford one.
At a clinic, maybe? Anyone qualified to speak to his having suicidal tendencies?
I might be able to find that out.
How? The records are confidential.
Brooke, I'll do anything I can to help Ridge.
Well, I'm getting the sense that you may have done too much in that vein already. Where was Mr. McGrath living?
In his car?
He could have left a note. Has anyone looked?
It was towed.
Okay, I'll check the police report. So, one last question. Did you kill Shane McGrath?
I might have been responsible for the gun
No
going
hair
off.
splitting, just a yes or a no. Consider your sense of what this question means, Ridge. Did you kill Shane McGrath?
No.
Sounds like we're all on the same page then.
What does she mean, a mistake? Everything's gone perfectly, and on the first try.
I don't think she means that kind of mistake.
What other mistake would we care about?
I know how much Nick wants that child. And I want it for him and for Taylor. I have no hidden agenda.
Well, then you know better than anyone what significance it would have for Mrs. Maroney to hear that her implanted egg might have been your mother's. Could it cause her to miscarry? Is that something you want to be responsible for? And I don't have to tell you that it could very well mean the end of our in vitro program.
I hadn't considered all that.
Granted, there were inconsistencies, and we will keep looking into it, I promise you. But you've got to trust yourself. You're thorough, you're well-trained, you're an excellent doctor. You didn't halt the procedure because there was no reason to.
Okay, all right, I'll be there as soon as I can, Stephanie. No, it's none of your business where I am. I'll be there. Okay.
What the hell does she want?
Oh, it's a professional matter.
Ah, they're finally gonna commit her.
Listen, can I ask you to do something? Because you love me so much.
I'm very suspicious when a question starts that way.
Well, I think I know what's going on with Bridget, and I think it would be easier if I talked to her without you here.
Well, this is about our child.
Yeah, but you have to trust me on this, okay? Let me just talk to her, and I'll tell you everything after we're done.
I'm sorry for the interruption.
No problem. I gotta get back to the office. Taylor, fill me in on everything later. Thank you, Bridget.
Bye, sweetie.
So he's annoyed with me.
No, I asked him to go. Actually, I'm annoyed with myself. Bridget, a mistake was made, and I'm the one that made it. I feel like I've put you in a very awkward position professionally.
No, Taylor, I'm glad that you feel comfortable with me.
Yeah, but if you remember, I didn't come to you initially. It was only after you were the one who discovered that they had made a mistake with my fertility test that, I don't know, I just kind of had gained confidence in you, and it showed me that you cared.
Taylor, of course I do.
But, see, I realize the position I put you in. I know how hard it was when you lost Nicole.
also remember that you had a really hard time after that. And you couldn't stop blaming yourself, wondering, what did I do wrong? Did I not follow the doctor's orders? Did I work too much? I didn't eat right. I didn't sleep right. You went through that. And of course, it makes sense that somehow now you'd be feeling responsible for my pregnancy. And we both knew that in vitro had a lot of risk involved. And I know that you're feeling that you don't want to blame yourself again if anything goes wrong with this one. You think I'm getting kind of close? Is that close to how you're feeling?
We are so interconnected that I would feel responsible if anything should happen, yes.
Well, would you let that go? I knew that there were risks. I knew there'd be risk even emotionally. But it's something we can fix. I'll get another doctor.
No, Taylor, no. Please, I really wish you wouldn't do that. I've been involved since the very beginning, and even if you went into someone else's care, I would still feel a stake in making sure that this pregnancy turned out right for you and Nick. So I would really like to see this through if you think you and Nick can put up with me.
I was so hoping you would say that. Shane's affect was unsettling. I always got this sense that he was reining something in, something explosive and frightening, even to himself. But I didn't really get the feeling that he was suicidal, had any suicidal ideation.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was still worth asking. And may I say, very gracious of you to offer your assistance, given the difficulty this case has already caused for you and your husband.
Well, I know Ridge, and I believe in him. My feeling is that there was someone who strongly influenced Ridge to act against his own best interest.
Oh, in case you didn't get that, she means me.
Did Shane leave a note? That's very common, although they're not always found.
Right, well, we're checking. But without it, we have no proof that what happened was a failed suicide intervention. All we have is Ridge's word on why he panicked and dumped the body, and that's not going to carry a lot of weight. Unless the jury can be shown how the chamber shooting affected his thinking and that he was wrongly convicted. Taylor, how long do you think you're going to need to help Rick Forrester remember his part in all this?
It could happen in the first session, and then again, it may never happen. In my internship, I worked a lot with recovered memory, and believe it or not, it's actually more difficult than less to get someone to remember a specific incident. See, Rick's built up a lot of defenses, very strong ones, because he doesn't want to believe that he could actually want to kill someone. And in order for me to get those defenses down, I have to make him feel very safe, and it will make him very vulnerable.
So potentially, we're looking at a long process.
Yes. And that's what I'm worried about.
Well, that's why, ideally, it should take place in stages. He'll go in and out of denial. He'll try to come up with all kinds of alternative explanations as to why he's starting to have these images and these feelings that go along with it. But as an equalizing part of the treatment plan, I would be shoring up his sense of self-worth and that he's a good person that just acted impulsively and made a mistake.
Taylor, we don't have a lot of time. I think the DA is going to push for a speedy trial. This thing with Rick has got to come to a head, and quickly.
No, Stephanie, I just told you Rick will be very vulnerable, and I'm not going to do that to him.